How do you deal with a spouse who gives you attitude when they don't get satisfied often enough? Hi, I'm Angela, the Christian Sexpert. I talk about all things sex and intimacy in Christian marriage. My friend, I am so sorry that you are dealing with this. This is completely unfair to you. Well, I don't know what sort of life circumstances you have, but daily might be a reasonable request, but it might be a completely unreasonable request. The more demands you have on your time outside of the bedroom, the less frequently bedroom time seems to happen, and that can just be a normal phase of life. The fact of the matter is, we cannot live in a newlywed state of life for our entire marriages. The Bible very validly points out that there's a season for everything. And so we will have seasons where we are going at it every day, and we'll have seasons where it's a couple times a week. And there are seasons where it can be months in between. Postpartum, seasons of illness, seasons of separation due to jobs or things like that are so valid. The Bible never tells us to violate our own bodily autonomy and consent. And so my first question is, I would ask him, do you enjoy having sex with me when I don't enjoy it? Because that's what you're asking me to do. And I would straight up let him know that his behavior in acting like a child and pouting when he doesn't get his favorite candy is a huge turnoff to you. In fact, you can talk about how the Israelite men were prohibited from having sex for weeks when a woman was on her period, or how during times of war, they would go months without sex. And so for him to start pouting after 2 days, sir, something's wrong. And I personally would take the opportunity to say, you know what? I cannot be physically intimate with you until you identify what sort of trigger or trauma is causing you to behave in this way to the woman that you are supposed to love most in the world. There is something that needs healed in you or in our relationship, and we cannot heal that while you are still using me like a drug of choice. I'm so glad to see that you are already in counseling. Bring this up with your therapist. Something is driving his behavior, and it may be as simple as selfishness, but it may be some sort of trigger or trauma from his past or some sort of attachment issue that he needs to deal with on a psychological level so he can love you like Christ loved the church. And when the time that you come together is a truly biblical celebration of mutual pleasure and not just him using you to get his fix. I am so sorry, friend.